Hey everybody, hope you guys are doing alright, man. So, in regards to Captain Bread or Hob Lore, I forget exactly which words I used. I might have said I gave him a warning, and when I recollect, it's like, no, I actually didn't give him a warning. What I said was, and it's because my tolerance is thin right now. Like, when you choose, because what I perceive is he chose to attack me. He saw me at a weak, vulnerable point in my life, and he chose to leave a comment that has nothing, it's completely designed to attack me. There's nothing constructive about it. There was nothing good about it. It was a comment literally designed to hurt me. That's it. That's a straight up attack. Like, there's no other, I mean, it's facts. So, with that being said, upon receiving that comment, because I saw that, I was like, really? Like, I couldn't believe it. Because usually, I mean, this dude, like, he initially started, he's been commenting off and on for years. He initially started and it was cool. Like, he would leave like little poems and shit, and I was like, wow, this dude's good because he's good with rhyming and words. I was like, that's pretty impressive. So I really enjoyed for a while, like the go back we had with him leaving comments on my videos and shit. Um, so that's why it's like what happened is really distressing. But over the time, I've started to notice things getting a little bit weirder, and the past year and some change, it's gotten to the point to now to most of the times when I see him, like sometimes I can comprehend what his comment, what he's intending and what he's asking or what he's leaving a comment on or whatever it may be. But a lot of times, I mean, sometimes I can, but sometimes I can't. I'm even almost like growing, increasingly I can't, to the point to where now it's like it's becoming more and more of like a confusion esque comment type thing that I'm not sure exactly what he's meaning a lot of the times. Um, and then he also leaves comments at points when it's like, it's strange because I'll say something about a topic and then he'll leave a comment like a few days later, like a powerful like point I gotten across and said, and then he'll leave like a comment like he did this with a 13. I said I kind of like was I from to me I shared some of my opinions on how I think 13 might have gotten just how he went about the mission. There's some I disagree with some parts of the mission, like how he perceives we need to go about orchestrating the mission. There's some aspects about it that I disagree with, which is fine. We don't all have to agree on everything. We all have our own opinions and sets of knowledge and skill sets, so it only makes sense that some people are going to see things a little bit differently than others. That's all right. That's why we talk and discuss, and we, through our conversations and with our good guidance, we figure out which way is the best, and we allow that way to lead based on our agreed goals. Um, so anyway, sorry, but getting back to the point so I that was the video, that was the points I was making, how I disagreed with 13 and this and that. Well, because it's all about most high love, dude. Like, if we are most high servants, children, that's who we claim, obedience to, loyalty to. To me, like, to be a most high servant or soldier or warrior or just worker is to spread love as much and as often as possible, and to take care of things as well as in yourself and others as much and as well as possible. Straight up. And as long as I am that, then I'm always going to behave like that. I'm going to be real to that, authentic to that message, to that calling. So that's why it's like, yo, man, like, okay, yeah, we're waiting on this and that to happen, but that doesn't mean we don't still take care, we don't still perform our duties. We still perform our duties. That's the right thing to do. We still perform our, in fact, I take it so far, I don't want to get heated, is to say so much we have to. Like, yeah, I mean, we do, yes, that is being and that's kind of where I think he got a little mixed up in thinking that, we could just get by with working and chilling and getting our bodies right and our minds right, but, you know, he even said, if I remember correctly, don't worry about the kids. And it's like, I thought about it yesterday. It's like, I don't agree with that, because as long as I'm a most high servant, I know that there's kids out there fucking starving to death. I'm always going to do what I got to do to help them out. It'd be different if we didn't have the ability to, but because we live in America, most of us, with a vast abundance of stuff that we don't need, we have a lot more than they do, like tons more than they do. Like, living in a middle of America, like even poor people in America live like kings as compared to those in Africa, in certain places of Africa. Like, that's how bad it is, dude. Really. They have sewage like all over, like all around, like they live in trash huts. Like, it's horrible. It's horrible conditions that millions of people live in. Okay, and we sit here in America with way more than we need, and they're out there dying to death. okay, and we're calling ourselves Most High. I'm not trying to get mean on you guys, because I get it. It's hard, dude. I mean, they're on another continent, so it's hard for us. Like, this is why I think, because I'm an empath, it's particular, and people like me, it's easier for us to connect to their pain and to feel sorry for those, even though they're so far away, and it is a long ways away. And and everybody's got their own issues here in America, and it's like there's a lot against us, and it's easy for one to feel justified in just taking care of one's fucking self, because there's so much challenges against that right now, just being healthy and sticking to just staying good and healthy and all this and that, as well as taking care of your living situations and all these things. But again, like, part of the sickness is a lot of it's associated with the work. So that goes back to the good works, and that's also why, if we had this good works program, that's going to help unleash or unravel or help us build up our good strengths, our superpowers, our most high abilities. But in order to get those abilities, we have to be walking in alignment with the most high ways, true alignment, full alignment, with progress in full alignment. Because you're never really perfect, but it's the progress, show and improve. So that's why it dawned on me that we need to figure out a goal for us to work on to bring us together in that right, good type of way. While in that goal is, obviously, since we are of the most high, servitude, it's going to be a goal that is in association with most high ways. So feeding the most, again, to be in accordance with the most high ways of doing things, finding the most meaningful fucking problem or issue or need is going to be that would be what the most highs would do. They would go after that which needs help the most, which is the starving children in Africa. So, and in doing so, because of what that situation, that problem demands, it will demand us learning how to be security, because we're going to have to go over there and help teach them how to fight and protect themselves and defend themselves, because right now a lot of Africa is run by warlords. And that's a huge issue, because these warlords go into these villages and these towns, and they take over the food and the supplies, and they pillage and rape and they steal and they kill all the innocent people. Not all of them, but lots of them. And they continue doing this, and they use the food as a way to control the population. And then they dam all the fields, and they sell the good lands, and they fucking contrive and manipulate people to sign these contracts that fuck them over and fuck them over and fuck them over. And it's just a bad situation that demands help, needs help, is screaming for help. And then there's that, and then there's also the rings that are happening here in the world. And Trump, I don't know how serious he is in helping to do this thing. Yes, he's talked about, and I'm doing a little bit to help it out, but you're fighting pure evil again. So the people that are going to be helping, they're going to cast spells on everybody that goes against them. You got to think like a warlock. Even when you start going after these cartels and shit, you're going to start interacting with witchcraft. They're going to start cursing people. And so that's why it's you're going to need to integrate at some point. It would be wise to integrate spirituality into the warriors, into the people going after these people, because you're going up against raw evil, and you're threatening raw evil's main source of fuel and power, which unfortunately is our kids. So they need to be protected, and we need to learn how to protect ourselves. So, and then also dealing with what's happening with it all over, it's just wise that we have that ability to do, from defensive and also from the standpoint of needing to rescue and to protect and to go over to Africa and to do what we need to do over there. And then, the protection, and then with the hemp plant, we can develop a whole infrastructure that is going to be in complete harmony with Mother Nature, because hemp is nothing but pure and good for everything that it touches and does. From there, you can over 10,000 industrial uses. It's medicinal, it's a food, it's superfood. It does everything that you can survive off just that fucking plant and build yourself a whole empire from that one plant. Essentially, yes. I mean, batteries, technology, bottles, fucking tools, cures for cancer, fucking foods. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. Neurological helps, all sorts of shit. Amazingly, it's a miracle plant, complete miracle. And it goes back to Genesis 9:3, even as the green herb have I given you all things. All right, so if we go over there, solar panels can be made out of hemp, which can be great in Africa, because you can fucking create the solar panels from the hemp plant, put them in Africa right there, and just beam, get that good, beautiful, clean, good energy without the negative effects from the silicone solar panels that are the current fucking solar panels on the market today, the silicone. And the mining of the silicone itself creates a lot of waste with a lot of toxicity, which is a disharmony, which is going against the age of Aquarius, which means it goes against our ability to have sway over the evil ones on this planet right now, because in order to do so, you need to have as much good energy and most high love and connection as possible. That's why being in the age of Aquarius, that is the age that we're at, that's the age that the most highs of allows, is telling us that is the time, that is the power time to receive the most power, to learn the right lesson, because that's the time, that's what the universe needs us to do. So those of us that that are in agreement with what has been set for us to follow are going to receive the most rewards because they have chosen to follow the signs that have been set for them to follow. It's the age of Aquarius. It's harmony time. It's time to get right with everything in ourselves. And in doing so, the powers will come. The riches will come. When I say riches, I'm sorry, that maybe wasn't the best word. Wealth. Wealth in a state of being. And from in here, it expands outward. As above, so below. All right. So, yeah. All right. I love you guys. I'll take care. Bye.